Hey, it's Jen, Bitch in a Hurry, Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising for January 1st to the 15th, 2019. Very exciting first reading of the new year. You can find me on Instagram at Bitch in a Hurry or at bitchinahurry.com, where I should mention to you that we have currently a sale going on that was supposed to end at the end of 2018, but I've extended it 7 more days to January 7th. It's an additional 25% off all of the readings. I was able to actually get everything done and get everyone caught up, and the response was so good, I figured we'll leave it up for another week, because sometimes people, you're on the fence, you're trying to decide what you want to do, whatever. So I'm going to leave it up for 1 more week, and that's that. So let's begin. Aries. The first 2 weeks of January, we have the 9 of Wands. This is a card of observation. You have a lot of things that you want to do. Not only are you observing all the things that you have accomplished, but you're looking ahead going, okay, what do I want to do next? What's my next step? You're kind of on the fence of what do I do? What do I don't do? What do I want to do? What's next? What should I do? But you're in that state of like, what's next? And I just want to caution you, whenever I see this 9, it's a huge accomplishment. However, the next card after this is the 10 of Wands, which is the one where you see someone in almost all the decks, like hunched over with like them carrying a lot of sticks and things on their back, a lot of heavy burden. So you want to be very careful that you don't overburden yourself planning in this first 2 weeks for all the things you want to do in 2019, that you don't just make yourself subject to all of these giant endeavors that weigh you down. That's all. I'm not saying don't have dreams. And of course, the next card we get is the Star, which is anything that you want to be, do, and have, you can have. So this is not saying don't dream big. Just don't dream big to try to do 100 things. Choose the thing that really is important to you. That's what I think this is saying, is just don't try to do 1 million new things in the first 2 weeks of January, but choose maybe 1 or 2 things that you really want to work on and really know that you can and have and be and do anything that you want. So work on those 2 things, and I think you will have a much greater success than if you try to do 100 different things at one time. Now, to temper that, we have the Moon. So you have the Star and you have the Moon. And let's see, the Moon is 18 and the Star is 17. So it's the progression. I just wanted to check and make sure of that. But with this Moon card, a lot of times the things you see are not accurate. So you want to be careful. I think this just goes along with taking on too many burdens. With this Moon card, it's just reminding you that sometimes the things that you see by the candlelight part of the evening will not look the same as the light of day. Now, you've got the Star, which is this very dreamy, like anything you want to be, do, or have, you can have it, blab it, and grab it, which is great. But you want to remember, hold on a minute here. Just because you're thinking it doesn't mean you necessarily want it. How many times have we thought about something and then later went, oh, I'm so glad I didn't get that? So let's just be specific in our goals. Like when I said, when you're observing and trying to decide what's next, let's be specific. Let's not go by the romantic candlelight idea of how you think things are going to go. Let's try to keep a little bit in reality here and really focus on 1 or 2 things that you want to work on in this first part of January. Now, what's really promising is the 4 of Wands. So this lets me know that you are going to make all the right decisions. The 4 of Wands is a card of like family and foundation building and harmony and happiness. So I think you're not going to overburden yourself. You're not going to put yourself into a position where you have started 1 million projects and you can't get anything done on any of them. You're not going to lie to yourself and say, oh, this is the best idea in the world, when you know it's not. You're not going to be fooled by anything. I think this says to me that you're going to make some very smart decisions. You're going to start some good projects. They're going to be a foundation for you for the whole year, because this, even though this is just January 1st to the 15th, it's kind of like what's going to happen. It sets the stage for the whole year. Now, to clarify, we have the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is an emotional message, very sentimental. And you know what? It's perfectly okay that these decisions that you're making have something to do with you deeply in an emotional way. That's okay, because you want to live your life authentically and emotionally. Obviously, every single decision you make shouldn't be because of what you feel. Sometimes you have to make smart decisions, objective decisions. But this is not really the time for that. This is the time, again, for you to dream, for you to do the things that you really want to do. Because if you don't do them now, when will you do them, right? So take the advice of this Page of Cups, and the things that really speak to your heart, those are the things. Those are the things with the star, the things you want to be, do, and have. Those are the things to pick up to begin with. Those are the things. If it doesn't speak truly to your heart, I would back far away from it. The other clarifying card we have is strength. And this is a quiet, dignified strength. And you have this, I mean, coupled with this Nine of Wands, you see him. He's got himself in order. He's looking over all that he has accomplished. He's deciding, what am I going to do next? He's got the momentum and the drive to do whatever he wants. And then you have this quiet strength, which lets us know that you absolutely have the ability to control yourself, to behave in a dignified manner, to have a good, solid plan to go after these new things that you want. And then we have the last clarifying card is the Empress. And the Empress, as you can see in this deck, she is pregnant. But oftentimes this is about giving something to the world. You have something you want to bring to the world. And of course, this first 2 weeks of January, you have this anything you want to be, do, or have, you can have. So obviously this is about you doing something, starting something. Maybe you have a side business, some kind of side project, something that you really want to give to the world. Maybe you make some kind of crafts and you want to start an Etsy store. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel. Maybe you want to have children. That's possible. Maybe you want to be a foster parent. But whatever this dream is, it's something that it's a gift that you have the full ability to hand over to the world. So these first 2 weeks are going to be telling for the rest of the year, but you are so set up with this 9. You have the ability to observe, understand, and know exactly where you're going and what's next. And then you have the anything you want to be, do, or have with the star. You have the be careful with the Moon. Don't take a million things on, and make sure they're the right thing for you. Don't look through that veil of candlelight and go, oh, everything looks good. I'll do it all. It will put you in a terrible position. But it looks here like you totally figure this all out, because you do have that Four of Wands, which is harmony and a strong foundation. So you really, I think, are going to have a great first couple of weeks building a foundation. And whatever it is that you're working on or that you want to give the world, this is something, it's personal and sentimental. It's something that means a lot to you. It isn't just like, I'm going to go get a job doing this and you don't care about it. This is something that is a passion for you and something you really enjoy. And it doesn't have to be work. Like I said, it can be a craft or a project or some kind of volunteer capacity. It could even be fostering children or animals or whatever. But you just have something beautiful to share with the world. So make sure that you make plans to do that and build that foundation in the first 2 weeks of the year. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much for watching.